Hiya, welcome to Yoga for Fibromyalgia. My name's Sarah and I'm a yoga teacher living with and healing fibromyalgia. This week's class is for that kind of dizzy, groggy, hangover type feeling that tends to accompany fibromyalgia. In terms of fibro fog and just that feeling sometimes in the morning when you don't feel super energetic and super refreshed. Hopefully this practice will help you feel more of that. So let's get started. Let's start lying down on our backs. Take your time getting there. Maybe you would like a cushion under the head or a folded blanket. Now you might be practicing on the mat or you might be practicing in bed. Take your time lying the legs down flat, or maybe coming into another variation with the feet together, knees apart, butterfly, or maybe propping the legs with cushions under the knees. So let's just take a moment to settle in, breathing in and out of the nose, nice full breaths. Allow the stomach to rise and fall. And see if we can slow down the exhale, maybe making it double in length than the inhale. Every time we exhale, feeling the parts of our body soften, and especially any emotions we may be carrying. Sometimes fatigue comes with irritation. I often feel irritated because I want to be able to do more, and I'm kind of fighting against the fatigue, against the dizziness. So let's just take a moment to stop fighting, just acknowledging it. Okay, dizziness, I hear you. Fatigue, nausea, we might take our hands and gently bring them to the arms as a symbol of kindness to the body. It might not feel like it, but surely the body is doing the best it can in every moment for us, working for us, for me. So my next exhale, I naturally let go of any critical self-talk. Fabulous. We can bat the eyelids open and bring the knees bent, feet on the ground. I'm going to tuck my tailbone, push my lower back down into the floor or the bed. And I'm going to bring my left knee towards my chest and just play around here, maybe making a few circles, any natural movements. And the idea is that I'm just trying to imagine all this oxygen coming back to my head, to my heart, in this kind of safe, comfortable practice. And feel a sense of support maybe under my back as the ground or the bed holds my body. Maybe do a few ankle rolls as well. Maybe you want to straighten the leg and feel that out. So I invite you just to take these moments for yourself. Maybe we will straighten out the right leg and pull the left knee towards the heart space. Both feet bright, as if they're pushing into a wall. And exhale, release. Release the left leg down with the right. Notice. Lift the corners of the mouth. And then we'll bend the knees once again. And take the right knee to the chest. Soft, easy movements. Maybe a couple of rolls in the ankle. Soft belly with deep breaths. Maybe straightening the leg. And bringing the knee up to the heart space and straightening out through the left leg. Both feet bright, as if they're pushing into a wall. Big exhale. And release. And again, notice. You don't need to rush through pose to pose. We can take our time. Maybe tuck the upper back under. I'm going to bring my feet together for a moment, knees apart. I just feel like my hip needs a little stretch. Big, deep exhale. Fabulous. I'm going to bring my knees together. And this time I'm going to tuck the lower back under. I can feel my lower back curving again. So this time I'm going to take my left leg. And I'm aiming to grab the foot, but that might not be where I'm at right now. I'm just bringing my knee towards my left armpit. So I might push a bit more with the right foot into the ground or the bed. And notice how that rotates my hip. And I might just gently start to guide the knee down. If there's any pain or pinching in the hip, then I'll come off of it a lot. So that's not my aim here. And although I'm stretching my hip, I'm really thinking about the flow of energy and the flow of oxygen, the flow of blood coming back down to nourish my head and heart. So it's okay if I'm up here. Or maybe bending the knee. Or maybe holding the toe. Happy baby pose. Big long exhale. And we'll release that leg. Knees together, feet wide. As you exhale, release any holding, any clenching, any critical self-talk. Okay, taking it to the other side now. The right knee comes down. You might notice one leg is a little bit different to the other. That's fine. My right leg always seems to be a bit open, more open than the left side. I'm not really sure why that is. I'm left-handed. And yeah, so you might find one hip is more open than the other.
So if you were here, the knee might not come down much because obviously our body is getting in the way. That's why we gently move it over to one side towards the armpit, and then you find you have the space for the leg to come down. We might be working up here as well. We might find a way to prop with a cushion. Who knows? Well, yeah, something like that. That's really nice. So play around. One more deep inhale and exhale. Fabulous. Releasing the leg. Maybe opening the knees wide, or maybe some dynamic movement here, or maybe rubbing the hips, any organic movement that's calling to you. Maybe bring both knees together, big hug. Exhale, release. And maybe we'll slowly roll on over to the side and take a few breaths here. I don't know why I'm checking my notes, but I can't really see anything. It's all a blur with my fog. It's okay, fog. I acknowledge you. And I'm not angry at you, right? There's no need to get angry. Okay, let's slowly come up. Nice and slowly. Now you might be sitting in the bed. You could sit against the headboard. You could sit on the side of the bed with the legs on the floor, the feet on the floor. Or if you're on the mat like me, you might prop yourself up with a cushion or a block or a blanket, so you can lift the hips up and sit a little easier, a little taller, like so. Okay, wait for everyone. We just move through the wrists, the fingers. Good. Okay, so if you've got a strap, you can go and take that now. It's not super necessary. I'm just feeling like that extra support can be really nice right now. So I'm just gonna bring my hands a little bit more than shoulder distance apart, not super wide, but just a little bit. And then inhale, lift up. And notice what's going on there, any tightness, any stiffness, and kind of make some soft, easy movements as I breathe deep. If we haven't got the strap here, we might have our hands interlocked together and the palms of the hands face up towards the sky. Same thing here, moving, breathing. I really invite you to just kind of feel it out and don't worry about making the right shape. So whether you're there with your hands or up here with the strap, might really be feeling it now in the shoulders and arms. Let's inhale, lift up even more and externally rotate the shoulders. See if we can lower the shoulders down. If they're creeping up here towards the ears, invite lower. You can bend the elbows here, no need to have super straight arms. Maybe side bending left to right. Deep breaths. And the head and the neck join in too. Really feeling it in my arms now. All that blood, all that energy. Big breath. And exhale, release. I'm going to place my hands on my legs. And just feel that sensation in my fingertips.
One more deep breath. Lovely. Now this time I'll take it behind. So I'll use the strap or interlock my fingers together. Bend elbows. Roll the shoulders back and then slightly lift my chest. And maybe start to straighten a little bit through the arms. Careful not to curve too much in the lower back. So suck the navel in towards the spine. Maybe bring the arms further away from the body. Exhale, release. Really nice. Come on into a seat and we'll get ready for a forward fold. So I'm going to sit up on my folded blanket. So we could use lots of cushions here and props. Maybe roll something under the knees. I think I'll use my cushion. And I'm going to inhale, open up through my chest, feet nice and bright like I'm pushing against a wall. And slowly bring my fingertips forward. I'm going to do a few breaths like this in this active pose, and then I'm going to go nice and passive in a yin style and relax the body. So maybe we're holding the feet, maybe we're up here. Roll the shoulders back. Maybe we can bend the elbows and start to rest the back, resting the head down possibly. Feeling the skin of the back stretch with every inhale. I'm going to inhale and come back up. And now we're going to go for that nice yin version. So feel free to use cushions, anything you've got lying around. And relax the legs this time, relax the feet, relax the arms. Notice if you're holding in the jaw. Relax, relax. I'm going to even take my glasses off. We're just here for a few breaths. Nice long exhales. Maybe some support for the head. Let's bring chin to chest, or feeling a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Inhale and slowly come up. Big opening in the arms, big smile, big blossoming. Maybe a yawn. Get yourself back to where you were with your glasses maybe. Moving the cushion out of the way, patting the legs. Lovely. Now, if you've got a wall near you, we're going to use that now. And if you haven't got a wall near you, if you've got a chair, you can use the chair for your legs. Or, failing that, just lift your legs up into the air, no problem. But if you have got a cushion, a wall, or a chair, we're going to nudge ourselves over. And it's not the most graceful, but let's see. So I'm just gonna kind of nudge, 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 nudge. Yeah. We'll get there. And I need something for my head. So I've got my blankie. Okay, so now I'm in legs up the wall pose.
Make sure I'm nice and comfortable. Make sure my spine is flat, shoulders down. And I might keep my legs straight like this. Already I might feel sensation in my feet as the blood comes trickling down like a waterfall. I invite you to spread the arms out wide or up overhead or anywhere, maybe on your heart space, maybe on your forehead if you're a little dizzy or you've got a little bit of headache. Nice long exhales. You might like to bring your feet slightly wider for a bit of a hip stretch as well. See how that feels. Maybe naturally gravity allows opening. We've got cushions we could prop ourselves with. Oh yeah. Maybe one side's more open than the other. Now it's my left. Isn't that funny? Before it was my right. Keep the belly soft. You might start to bring the legs slightly back up to center, or if you're happy where you are, you stay there. I wonder what it might feel like. Put a cushion underneath. Oh, that feels pretty nice too. Got a cushion there under my legs. Nice and soft. Now I might invite a feeling of lightness in my body. Or if I'm feeling too light, too airy and dizzy, I might prefer a feeling of groundedness. Support. The ground holding my back. If you've got a blanket, it might be really nice to cover yourself up here. Maybe I'll readjust myself so I can oh, that's nice. Got my blankie. Feel nice and supported. So now I'll just visualize for a moment myself completely supported, held, trusting, safe, calm, supported, I'm going to slowly bring my knees towards my chest and use the cushion as a kind of support for my feet. I'm going to bring the blanket over my legs as well and get nice and comfy, cozy under here. You might hug your knees as well. You can do this also in child's pose, so it would just be flipped with our knees down and our forehead down, but I'm quite happy here. So I'm going to stay here. Now just turn to the side in case you don't see me well. You can stay right where you are. It's a funny little blanket. It's actually a mat blanket. But that's what I had, so that's what I went with. Last few breaths. Any pain or pinching in the hips, you can release the pose. Or you might just want one last thing where we inhale, bring the nose up towards the knees. Big inhale, big hug, squeeze. Love, accept. Exhale, release. Releasing both legs down. Now I invite you to have a little rest. If you are feeling like that, a nice deep restorative rest, or maybe you're ready to get up and get on with your day. I hope you have a fabulous one, and I hope to see you back here really soon. But not with fatigue and dizziness. Hope you feel better. Namaste.